Welcome to Custom Offsets. This is either your first day or you've messed up. Either way, we're going to show you the do's and don'ts of how to custom offsets. To begin with, let's go over parking. Alright, so if you drive a show car, you're going to want to park closest to the street because we like to show off what we have around here. If you're driving your winter beater to work, we ask that you park closest to the building because nobody wants to see that. This is our showroom. These are wheels. Take them off with care or don't take them off at all. Bernardo can tell you all about that. Now we do have a bathroom up front in the showroom, but that bathroom's not for employees, now is it, Claire? That's for customers only. Now that we've learned about how to park and where we can and cannot use the bathroom, let's find out what we can and cannot do in the kitchen. Oh hey, I didn't see you there. Welcome to our kitchen. As you can see, we have two refrigerators, one for employee brought food and one for company supplied food. As you can see, we have a lot of cabinets here. They're all black, they all have handles, and most importantly, they all have labels. Know your labels. Now after you eat, don't forget to wash your dishes, because if you don't, we might wash them for you. Ha! I almost forgot. On every company supplied meal, we've got to clean up after ourselves. Make sure to follow the list so you know when to clean. Now let's take a look at our garbage procedures. If you have garbage, throw it in the garbage can. If you have recycling, wait, there's a little bit of rules about that. Let's take a look here. Now let's talk about the do's and don'ts of recycling. Plastic, paper, glass, and metal are all recyclable. However, there are some things that you can't recycle. For example, shopping bags and styrofoam, that's a no-no. Tissue paper and pizza boxes, don't go there. Window glass and ceramics, I wouldn't do it. Aluminum foil and other large metal objects, don't even try it. Let's move on that way. Alright, and now another thing here. It's not necessarily a rule, but a recommendation. We try not to f with each other's statuses, but sometimes it's unavoidable.
What the
Alright, so now we're going to talk about desks and how to keep them clean. This one is a shining example of how do you drive that desk. Pristine, gorgeous, cleaned up every night. However, if you'll follow me, we could see some not so shining examples. As you can see, we don't all follow the clean desk policy. Got a twofer with this one. Now let's go over our acceptable internet use policy. For example, we have Jerry. Jerry likes to watch streamers. It looks like Jerry's watching people play video games all day, but he has two monitors. He works on this one, plays on this one. Acceptable. Now let's move on to the non-acceptable forms of internet use. For example, pirating and torrenting. Those are no-nos. And remember, if you have garbage on your desk, always find a local garbage can to throw it in. And remember, if you're a videographer or photographer, always put your equipment away. And remember, you can't have a bunch of extra crap on your desk, so we give you lockers. Alright, now let's take a look at our warehouse. As you can see, we have a barbed wire fence in our warehouse. Barbed wire fences only mean one thing: stay the f*** out.
As you can see here too, we have a pile of boxes that you might have to break down in your day-to-day basis. You obviously do have to break them down effectively and correctly, otherwise you won't be able to, you'll fill up the recycling bin a little bit incorrectly. So what you want to do is when you get your box, and you either want to grab a box cutter or your hands, and you just want to cut it down the seam, break it up, and then you want to flatten it. Because if you don't flatten it, you'll make an unnecessary mess in the recycling bin, and it'll cost us more money to take it out every other day because you didn't want to fill it correctly.
Now here at Custom Offset Fitment Industry Offset Garage, we have not one, but two vehicles you may have the privilege to drive. The first is the media van, the second is the shop truck. And remember kids, these are not rental vehicles, these are company vehicles, which means no reckless driving, no speeding, no tailgating, use your turn signals, no running from the cops, stop at stoplights, make sure to yield at yield signs, don't drink and drive, don't text and drive, don't curb the f***ing wheels. Now remember, if you have a wicked nicotine habit, stand outside to vape. He was smoking weed, that's why his hands are in the air. You're not ever supposed to do that. I didn't see you there. And now here's our shop. You can use it after your shift is done, but only with the proper approval from Sean. All right, so there's all the do's and don'ts of custom offsets. Now you have no excuses not to be a great employee.